They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Down low, West and Hibbert. George Hill out there with Jordan Crawford. And it's George in at the small forward. Right side Hill. Crawford dishes to George. Crawford with the ball. Clock at 6. Goes up with it again. And he gets it to go. Crawford's got the first basket of the game for the Pacers.
You know, with the expectations low for him, he can provide a nice lift when he does put the ball in the basket.
And Noel kicks to Waiters. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Kicks it out to Love. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
Here's Irving. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. James, the pass to Love. Love, right side. Noel down low, guarded by Crawford. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Noel sets a screen for LeBron. Off the It's not possible what we just caught. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not
Holy
probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
West with the ball. Guarded now by Kevin Love. George. Rejected by LeBron. Waiters dishes to Irving. Now Love inside. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Hill kicks to Hibbert. It's back to Hill. He dishes it to George. In the corner, it's Crawford. 6 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass. Crawford's got his second basket. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Waiters. Fires the 3. Noel passes to LeBron. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And George, here we go. That's good.
That's such a feel shot, that floater over the top.
Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Hawks in Atlanta.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
George with the screen on Irving. Outside, George lets it go with the 3. They get it back.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Noel throws it down.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Here's Hill. The Cavaliers making the shot. George sets a screen for Hill. And Irving comes to help. Nobody near George. And it's George again missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Here's Hill. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
And no question, you look at his assist totals. I mean, they tell you what a nice job he was doing of really spreading that ball around.
West trying to free himself up, and he gets it to go. George has got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
To the right side. Outside Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Stolen by George. Shot from 12. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here is LeBron. 23 points for him the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling.
The Pacers making a switch here. Mahimi's checked in. Indiana leading. Hill kicks to Hibbert. Crawford dishes to George. A stupendous finish in traffic. George has got his third basket of the night right there.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Love in the post. Mahimi on him. Love with the bucket.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And the beauty of watching this club is seeing the ball move the way it does. This is a very unselfish basketball team.
Irving against Hill. George with no one around. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. That's 10 points here for George.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
The drive by James. Waiters gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hibbert with a screen on LeBron. Crawford, no one around him. And Indiana, another 3.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now, here is Irving, averaging 19 points per contest. The drive by James. Here's Love. Count it from 12. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers when there's not a hand in his face. He'll knock those down all day.
George against James. They grabbed their own miss. A nice shot by George.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. And just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Irving passes to Waiters. Noel sets a screen for Waiters. The kick out to Irving. Puts one up from 19. Second chance shot. Noel dishes to Love. The feed to Waiters. Outside Irving. LeBron against George. Back to Irving. Here's Waiters. Misses the 3.
If I'm him, I'm looking to move the ball the rest of the quarter because he cannot buy a shot.
There's the bucket. Good. And now a 9-point Pacer lead.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Irving kicks to LeBron. There's a screen. Back to Irving. And here's Love from the arc. That's good. Love's got 9.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Outside Hill. Pass to George. Three-pointer. Waiters grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. LeBron kicks to Waiters. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
Gets that to go, but it's been a bumpy ride so far. Just 1 of 5 for him overall.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Noel. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Ennis, he's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irvin. And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Ennis kicks to Dellavedova. Stuckey against Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks to Ennis. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
Here's Calathis. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. And it's George missing.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Now here's Waiters. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta. And again, it's Cleveland.
Good job there by Varejao setting that screen.
Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Calathis kicks to George. Shot's good. George has got 16.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now here's Ennis. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
Here's Calathis. Passes to George. There's the pick. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? He's already got 16 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Feeds it to Waiters. Cleveland moving the ball around. Dellavedova kicks to Ennis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Ennis has got 6.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Here's Calathis. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Thompson passes to Dellavedova. Here's Calathis. He's guarded by Varejao. There's the 3. No good.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Pacers up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.